Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me for another Sketchbook Sunday episode. I'm pretty excited about today's painting. It turned out a lot more beautiful than I thought it would when I started painting it, and I think it's just because it's in a slightly different style than I usually paint with. I don't want to say that I paint in a rigid style, but I like to usually have very clean and crisp borders. And it's usually like the lines are really straight and everything is in its place. But for this painting, it was basically just a blob of different colors with a few details to make it look like they're pine trees. And frankly, I think I just forgot to tape the borders of my sketchbook for this painting, and I'm really glad that I did forget because I really am in love with this painting, and it's probably my favorite one in this sketchbook. So I actually can't wait to fill this sketchbook just so I could do a sketchbook Sunday. The paintings in this sketchbook are definitely a lot better, I would say, than my first sketchbook, because when I started my first sketchbook, I was really starting with watercolors again for the first time in a year or two, and I was painting a very different style than I used to paint, because I used to paint animals and stuff like that, but I was moving more into landscape paintings. So that one was very beginner level, and this one I would say is too, but it's just I'm a lot more happy and proud of the paintings in this one. But anyways, the topic that I wanted to chat about today is the new year. I think we're all pretty excited about what 2021 will bring, and we are skeptical but hopeful by default, just because we all are tired of 2020. I'm not sure when this video is going to be released, but I'm filming this voiceover in 2020. That being said, I think I will release it in the new year. So I wanted to talk about goals. Like, I'm really excited to start creating goals for the new year. It's been sort of a thing where instead of doing New Year's resolutions, I create just a list of goals that I want to hit for the new year. And whenever I have some sort of genius idea that I think would be great to incorporate into a goal for the following year, I write it down in my little agenda, and then when it comes close to the new year, I kind of spend a few hours just reading over all of my ideas over the previous year and thinking what I want to improve on and what I want to add into my life, and then I create a set of goals. So for 2020, I mean, you're watching one of my goals. It was to create this YouTube channel and to primarily upload a minimum of 2 videos every single week. And I'm proud to say that I have followed through on this goal. It hasn't always been easy because, I mean, time is one factor, but having sort of an endless supply of creativity and endless supply of ideas is not always sustainable, especially for artists. I think artists really need sometimes time away from art to just recharge their creative batteries. And I've definitely felt a little bit unmotivated sometimes in some weeks, but I've persevered and I have followed through with my goal of uploading at least 2 videos every single week. And one of my goals for 2021 is going to be to develop some stable source of income from my art, because I calculated it. I have spent like 800 to 1,000 hours on filming these tutorials, painting, filming, editing these tutorials in 2020. And if I were to work that amount of hours at a minimum wage job here in Canada, it would be like almost $14,000. Like a lot of money that I've just spent, or a lot of time, I guess, that I've dedicated to these videos for free. So I think I really need to put some effort, at least some of those hours, into actually developing a reliable source of income off of my art. And I thought that one of those things would be Etsy. So I've had an Etsy account for many, many years now, but I haven't had very much success. Not a lot, like I've had a few sales, but I haven't really put a lot of time or effort into that. So I think that's going to be one of my goals for 2021. I'm going to create little PDF booklets that people can buy and then download of basically beginner watercolor tutorials, but through PDF. So there'll be like a winter foliage one and then maybe a spring one. If you have any ideas or things that you're interested in, please comment below. I would love all the help I can get and all the ideas I can get. But I also uploaded for Christmas downloadable Christmas cards. So for the price of Starbucks coffees, you can download a Christmas card and print it as many times as you want for all your friends and family. I'm sure that when you see this video, it'll be a little bit too late for Christmas cards, but nonetheless, I encourage you to check out my YouTube, or not my YouTube, my Etsy account if you want to support an independent artist. So that's one of my goals. I do have plenty of other goals that I'm sure that I will chat about in upcoming tutorials and upcoming Sketchbook Sundays. But we are nearing the end of this painting. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to my chat today and to watch my video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to also check out some of my previous uploads.